On Weather Center Live, round after round of storms leaving behind a trail of destruction. And unfortunately, it is not over yet. We have more storms that we're tracking today and the rest of the week, even into the weekend. We've got it all for you straight ahead.
All the while, the Red River is still causing problems for people in Louisiana, destroying homes and businesses. And remember, it's all because of what's been happening in Oklahoma and Texas. And we have details surrounding the devastation straight ahead. Our expert-filled, in-depth coverage starts right now on Weather Center Live. For joining us on a Tuesday. I'm Vivian Brown.
And I'm Jennifer Lopez. Now, we're going to be talking more about the Red River coming up, but we want to make sure that you're aware of storms that we expect to develop as we go through the afternoon and even into tonight. And the Northeast on alert again for severe weather. It could be a repeat of what we saw yesterday in places like Pennsylvania. Yeah,
this is in York County where we had reports of high winds bringing down trees and power lines. Heavy rain also left some roads impassable. There is a chance for storms to fire up in this very same area again today.
So to get you caught up on what is happening now and later and when we can expect those thunderstorms to develop, let's go to the lab where storm specialist Mike Bettis has been tracking it and timing it all out. Hey, Mike.
Hey, good afternoon to you. We definitely have some issues, we think, today across the Northeast. Some thunderstorms have already popped up, especially across the state of New York, but we anticipate most of the Northeast and right into New England looking for some heavier rain showers today. And the possibility we could see some isolated storms producing some hail and some damaging winds. The setup is this. We've got a low that sits right over the Great Lakes right now, funneling in a lot of low-level moisture here, especially along the I-95 corridor. That could be a real focus for storms, especially later on today. We get a little bit more heating in the afternoon. Upper disturbance embedded within that jet stream. We call this a shortwave trough right here. What that really means is it has low amplitude, so you're going to have big undulations in the jet stream, but just shortwave really moving through here, along with the cold front at the surface. So those things in combination likely to produce some storms today. That cold front, it was there yesterday too. It's a very slow mover, so we're taking our time with the storms, that's for sure. A couple of pockets of storms now, including northern New England and then back across, as I was mentioning, New York State. Places like Buffalo over towards Rochester, we have some showers for you. Buffalo, Niagara Falls, it's been rain for us pretty much off and on all morning long. There's a look at Niagara Falls. It's not the best of days to be out there, but I will say this, if you're taking pictures, cloud cover is really good for taking pictures because you have even light, but probably not the day you're looking for here in Niagara Falls. If you're looking for a nice summertime day, this is not that day, and it's relatively cool here as well. Showers will roll through Buffalo again for the next half hour to 45 minutes, and then we may be on the backside of that entire system. Right down I-81 and the New York Thruway, it's nothing but showers and storms for us right now. Watertown all the way down through Scranton, and then right along 87, say Albany southbound here, you'll encounter a few showers here. White Plains, we're getting a brief storm here. Wouldn't rule out some storms later on today in a place like New York City. So running through that forecast for you, maybe just a brief window of storms in New York. Looking for storms maybe midday today. Temperatures around 80 degrees for an afternoon high. May actually briefly get some sunshine before the sun sets this evening, and then looking for nice conditions as we go through the overnight. Hopefully tomorrow we can hold off on any more storms, but we think they could still be in the offing tomorrow with that front moving ever so slowly. All right, today's forecast, again, a larger area here highlighted in red for severe storms, meaning 1-inch diameter hail or wind gusts over 60 miles an hour. That does include the I-95 corridor. So heads up here, say, just outside maybe Boston over toward the Capital District and all the way down through the Chesapeake Bay area. So Vivian, watch it very closely for you. Not to mention the threat of some storms across the Midwest and the West. We'll detail that throughout the hour.
All right. Thanks very much, Mike. Well, we want to take you back to yesterday and show you the mess of the storms that they left behind. Now, drivers caught in the severe storms along the highway, Interstate 65, in fact, just south of Chicago, attempting to take shelter under an underpass. Under an overpass, that is. Oh, my goodness. Blinding wind and pounding rain making it tough for drivers to see. You can really see the wind blowing the rain pretty much sideways, horizontally across the cars. Gusts up to 59 miles per hour at times, knocking down many trees in the area. There were also reports of quarter to ping pong ball size hailstones. And take a look at this park in Danville, Illinois. Now, this is just 2 hours south of Chicago. Underwater a day after heavy rains lashed the city. Reports of some 6 inches since Sunday night, 2 inches falling in just 1 hour. Some structures submerged. Hail the size of quarters also slammed the area. And check out the rain coming down yesterday in Clarksville, Tennessee. We were here tracking it all for you. It happened right at the end of school day, of course, forcing a string of school buses to stop along the side of the road to wait out the storms, waiting for them to pass. There were also reports of quarter-size hailstones in the Clarksville, Tennessee area. So we were tracking all of those storms yesterday right here on Weather Center Live. Jennifer?
All right, let's head all the way to the West Coast and see how things are looking across California. Los Angeles getting some much needed rain already today. We've been watching those showers just kind of skirting right along the coastline of Southern California. And we are expecting some of this tropical moisture to continue to move over into Southern California as we go through the day. The average rainfall for June, well, we just don't get a lot at all, but we've already been able to pick up a little bit, but we still have a huge deficit of 7 inches of rain that we are low on for this time of the year. So we're going to be adding to some of this. Not everybody's going to see some rain, but at least the moisture is going to be around. The humid conditions are in place. You can see it on the water vapor loop with that upper level low that is helping to produce some of those scattered showers. We also have the moisture from Blanca, the tropical system that was near Mexico. That is pushing up into the southwest. We see it over into Phoenix and into Tucson. Here we're a little bit closer to Los Angeles. It's really out towards Malibu, all the way to Santa Barbara that we've been finding the heavier amounts of showers. But we're going to keep that moisture around, not just for today, but for a few days. So we'll have the moisture in place, and we have a small chance for a few showers to be pushing back up here into the southwest as we go through this afternoon and then again for your Wednesday. Vivian?
Well, a 15-year-old boy who was swept away by floodwaters in Peoria Sunday night was found alive early Monday morning. DeMarcus Jackson was swimming in a creek with his brother and friends when fast-moving water rushed in, dragging him. He spent the night clinging to a tree. A witness who found him talks about the rescue.
Well, we got down to the dark tunnels, and here comes a strong young man walking out, shivering, cold, and just looking like he had been through a lot, which he had, but he made it, and you know, it's all thanks to God that he did.
Jackson suffered some cuts, but is expected to be okay. More than 3 inches of rain fell during that time. Well, coming up at 30 minutes past the hour, we'll hear from DeMarcus Jackson and his mother about this terrifying ordeal. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This program brought to you by the 306 horsepower Lexus GS. Experience it, and there is no going back.
The 306 horsepower Lexus GS. Experience the next level of performance, and there's no going back. Lease the 2015 GS 350F Sport with complimentary navigation system for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
My budget was always second-guessing me when I'd buy stuff for the family. Fingerhut, 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 Fingerhut. At Fingerhut.com, we can shop with low monthly payments, over 200,000 items and growing from brands like Samsung, Lego, and KitchenAid. Just click on over to Fingerhut.com to get the credit you deserve and great stuff for your family. Oh, not Fingerhut. I got that at a garage sale for $1.
I love making Sunday dinners, but when my back hurt, cooking all day, forget about it. Tylenol was okay, but it was 6 pills a day. But Aleve is just 2 pills all day. And now,
family.
I'm back.
Aleve.
We love to barbecue in the summer. We're here at Burlington to get it all started. I find everything for a lot less than department stores. I mean, everything. I dressed all the kids for under $40. Welcome to the Cooper Family Barbecue.
Hot dog, please.
Bop, 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 bop. Glad you're with us right here on AMHQ, the whole team.
Right, either go all in or just tap out.
Here we go. I told you, we're going to bust out of this drought.
As we say, keep watching with us this morning because we're all watching history happen together.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms, High 89. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, thunderstorms early. Low 74. Chance of rain 60%. Wednesday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 80%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tomorrow morning, it's getting hot. Summer-like temperatures invading the Midwest. Weeks ahead of season. Who will see temperatures 15 degrees above average? Wake up with Alan, AIM HQ, starting at 5. Only on the Weather Channel.
Why do we insist on 100% Alaskan whitefish? Why do we always hand dip in our famous batter, cook it to golden perfection, and serve it with fries for just $1.99? Because at Long John Silver's, we think you deserve more for $1.99.
Can a protein originally found in a jellyfish improve your memory? Our scientists say yes. Researchers have discovered a protein that actually supports healthier brain function. It's the breakthrough in a supplement called Prevagen. As we age, we lose proteins that support our brain. Prevagen supplements these proteins and has been clinically shown to improve memory. It's safe and effective. For support of healthier brain function, a sharper mind, and clearer thinking, try Prevagen for yourself today.
Let's do a reality check. Kids will be kids. Dogs will be dogs. So let's get some paint that's more than just paint. Made to stand up to this and look beautiful for years. Let's lose the old marks and messes and stop new ones in their tracks. Let's worry-proof our walls. Let's do this. Behr Ultra Interior with advanced stain blocking starts at $31.98 a gallon. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
The FDA issued a public notice to doctors and patients concerning serious injuries caused by transvaginal mesh, bladder mesh, pelvic sling, and bladder sling. Please call now if you had one of these devices implanted in the last 5 years. You may be entitled to a cash award. If you had a transvaginal mesh, bladder mesh, pelvic sling, or bladder sling in the last 5 years,
please call 1-866-686-7952 now.
You are watching Weather Center Live, and right now we have a beautiful view of Portland, Oregon, where temperatures are not too bad. Now they're in the low 70s, but we are expecting that warm weather to settle into the northwest as we go through the afternoon and actually for a few more days. We had record heat here yesterday, and we are looking for some warm weather again. The temperatures right now already in the low 90s here into Redding, up to 79 in Medford, and Medford certainly could get close to that triple-digit heat as we head into the afternoon. So we've had some records certainly, and we're flirting with a few more today. The forecast in Redding is up to 108. The record on this date is 103, but you can see the upper 90s also into Pendleton, Oregon. Reason for the heat? Well, the cooler air is still offshore. This big ridge settling into the northwest, running your temperatures 10 to 20 degrees above average. It's still going to be dry here for the most part, with just a stray shower possible, but the rain chance is going to be very small for the next few days. These temperatures in Redding, 20 degrees above average. And we're going to continue to find those above average temperatures for tomorrow in Seattle. Again, not the hottest location here with just 80 degrees, but certainly warmer than where you should be. Spokane, Missoula, all the way into the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees for the next few days. And it really doesn't drop much until we try to get into the end of the week and into the weekend. Spokane today up to 92, but by Friday, you're closer to your average high with a temperature of around 78. Vivian?
All right, well, you know what? The heat isn't only across the west today, it's spreading east. And now the Midwest will share in the warmth. We're talking about you, Chicago, and even down towards St. Louis. So get ready for the heat. Certainly by tomorrow, it will be on. It'll be large and in charge. So let's detail more on this weather headlines. The summer heat expands east. And again, Chicago, St. Louis, both of you will be fairly hot today, but even hotter tomorrow, as tomorrow will force forecasting mid to upper 80s in the Chicago area, but mid 90s in the St. Louis area. Some 94 degrees we're expecting. So here we go. Already it's pretty hot in St. Louis. I was checking to verify if this was correct, and it really is. It's 88 degrees at this hour, and it's just, what, about 11 o'clock in the morning around the St. Louis area. 88 degrees right now, 77 in Chicago, the same in Cincinnati. So that heat is already trying to slide on into the Midwest. Here we have the warm front that will be pretty much moving northward, and that's just going to allow that warmer air to be transported north and east. Afternoon highs will be running a good 10 to 15 degrees above average across the Midwest, and eventually actually sliding into the Northeast. So more on that in just a moment. But again, tomorrow you can see the mid to upper 80s. But then Thursday, that's when we include the Cincinnati area, even Pittsburgh, over to Philadelphia on Friday. New York City, look at this, 86 degrees on Friday, 94 in the D.C. area, 91 down there toward Raleigh in North Carolina. So here we go, the hottest so far this year, 92 in the D.C. area. But check it out on Thursday, 95, and much of the same on Friday as well. So get ready for the heat. It's headed in your direction. Jennifer?
Well, before we go to commercial break, we want to share with you some amazing video. Parts of eastern China are submerged today after torrential downpours have been sweeping through many communities. Over 8 inches of rain has fallen since Sunday night, impacting up to 30,000 people.
Next.
Expected wait time, 55 minutes. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your patience.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number for a free idea kit so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool in your home or backyard. An endless pool or an endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number to find out more about endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
In a matter of seconds, your life can change.
The Weather Channel's most watched original program is back.
Things were just going everywhere. And then it was silent.
This was it.
This is just the beginning of what's to come.
When it comes to being healthy, our weight is important. Like, did you know that when you lose just 10 pounds, you'll drop your blood pressure by 5 points? Pre-diabetic, lose 7% of your body weight and lower your risk of diabetes by 58%.
Lose weight fast with Nutrisystem's Fast 5 Plus Kit. Lose 5 pounds in your first week, plus 1 inch off your waist.
And as CEO of Nutrisystem, I guarantee it or your money back. So you can have more energy, sleep better, and reduce your pain. And not just look good, but feel good.
Order your 28-day Nutrisystem plan right now, including Fast 5 Plus. Get 1 week of specially selected meals, plus 1 week of energizing shakes to rev your metabolism, free. And 1 week of Craving Crusher shakes to crush those cravings, free.
Call Nutrisystem. Lose the weight and start feeling great.
Call 877-280-THIN right now and get Fast 5 Plus with shakes free.
Tomorrow morning, it's getting hot. Summer-like temperatures invading the Midwest. Weeks ahead of season. Who will see temperatures 15 degrees above average? Wake up with Alan, AIM HQ, starting at 5, only on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Remember when you said men are superior drivers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then how'd I get this?
Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check.
Who's that?
So weird, right? My agent Tom said...
Only Allstate sends you a bonus check for every 6 months you're accident-free.
But I'm a woman. Maybe it's a misprint. Does it look like a misprint?
Okay, let's try. Silence. Ask an Allstate agent about the Safe Driving Bonus Check. Are you in good hands?
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 89. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, thunderstorms early. Low 74. Chance of rain 60%. Wednesday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 80%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. Shreveport, Louisiana got nearly a foot of rain last month. That's about twice the normal amount, but that's not why the Red River is flooding. It's because of all the rain that saturated Texas and Oklahoma over the past several weeks is steadily flowing toward the Gulf. And now all of the creeks, streams, rivers, and waterways that, of course, that are the watersheds, they actually converge in the Shreveport area, and that's creating quite a mess. There are now dozens of homes flooded.
And crews are having to race to save others from the rising water. Dave Malkoff is in Caddo Parish with the latest.
As recently as last night, a Marine unit from the Sheriff's Department had to come out to a home and rescue people on boats. It's an ongoing event, but it's very difficult for the Sheriff's Department. Let me tell you why. You see that window right there on the home? That's the sheriff's bedroom. He's one of the most affected people in this area. Sheriff Prater, thanks so much for visiting with us here while you're dealing with this. This is a 24-hour deal for you here.
Right, Ed. We've most of us, a lot of us have been up for 24 hours for several days, you know, in a row, not getting much sleep. We'd sandbag at night and go out and do the things and help people and all, but as you can see, it didn't do much good there. But
you have something like 30 roads closed at this point, so it's very, very difficult for you to get around.
Right, it's hard to get around, and we got a 5-person Marine unit, and they're constantly busy. We got 700 or so deputies out working and doing what they can do, and the city is equally as busy, and Public Works and the National Guard, and we got so many people working, and they're all coming together, but it's just difficult.
Yeah, it really is, and this is a problem that's going to affect this entire area for weeks, if not months, because even if the river does go down, it's not going to be completely dry around here for a long time.
Right, and the things people don't think about are the dead animals and just the trash and junk that floats around and out, and the water's nasty, and the sewage, and it's just a terrible. Floods are just a terrible thing. We've never experienced one like this around here.
Thank you so much, Sheriff Prater. Now, he's talking about what's underneath here. It's a storm debris, what we call it. It's whatever runs off from the roadways, and it all ends up in here, and the dead animals, and that kind of thing. But there's kind of a weird juxtaposition going on here. See the sunflower? I just picked this across the street. There's a sunflower farm across the street. This is a very agricultural area, but they're having problems with irrigation. So there's too little water on that side of the street, and on this side of the street, we've got this happening. I'm Dave Malkoff, the Weather Channel. Back to you.
Wow, a perfect example that no matter how bad it gets, there is always a silver lining there. Let's talk more about the Red River, because all of the creeks, streams, and tributaries, of course, lead across the Red River there. That's the border of Texas and Oklahoma. That's the main vine of the Red River. But all of the creeks and streams that flow into the Red River, at one point, actually, all of them converge right here in northwestern Louisiana at the point of Shreveport. So you're kind of right in the crosshairs of getting it all. In fact, the Red River at Shreveport is well over major flood stage. The flood stage is about 33 feet, but right now the river is sitting at 37.05 feet, so well above major flood stage. And that's why, again, you have so many homes and businesses flooded in the area. We will continue to monitor the region, looking at more scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today, but hopefully there will be a drying scenario coming soon. In fact, coming up next to Weather Center Live, it's a mother's worst nightmare. Your child is swept away by rushing water while swimming with family and friends. It's dark and no one can find him. You don't know what to do besides hold out hope that someone will find them. A mother speaks out about her recent experiences involving her sons.
These scenes at a hospital in Central Africa may look like an emergency, but at Save the Children, we see this throughout the world every single day. Among the new arrivals is Kayembe. So frail, he can no longer stand. Kayembe is almost 2 years old, but his weight is less than half that of a healthy child his age.
5 cas graves de malnutrition.
Kayembe is slowly dying. He needs food, and he needs medicine urgently. These are the basic things that you can help us provide by calling the number on your screen now and giving just $10 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. We know what it takes to save lives. It takes us, you, and as little as $10 a month. Save the Children is all over the world, but we need your help to deliver life-saving medicine, medical care, clean water, and nutritious food to children in desperate need. For a child as critically ill as Kayembe, a single phone call can make the difference. Please pick up the phone now. For less than 35 cents a day, you can help us save a child's life. Call now and you'll receive this special Save the Children tote bag as a thank you for your support and a reminder of the difference you're making in children's lives. Every day, 19,000 children die from preventable causes. That's one child every 5 seconds. But it doesn't have to be this way. For just $10 a month, you can make a difference. Please, don't put this off. We need your help to get these children the critical medicine, food, and clean water they urgently need.
Aussi, il n'y a pas assez de nourriture à donner aux enfants. Les enfants vont mourir.
Call Save the Children now and help us save a child's life.
Thank you. Now? Can I at least put my shoes on?
If your bladder is calling the shots, you may have a medical condition called overactive bladder, or OAB.
You've got to be kidding me. I've had enough. It's time to talk to the doctor.
Ask your doctor how Myrbetriq may help treat OAB symptoms of urgency, frequency, and leakage, which may mean fewer trips to the bathroom.
Myrbetriq Mirabegron may increase your blood pressure. Myrbetriq may increase your chances of not being able to empty your bladder. Tell your doctor right away if you have trouble emptying your bladder or have a weak urine stream. Myrbetriq may affect or be affected by other medications, so tell your doctor about all the medicines you take. Before taking Myrbetriq, tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. Common side effects include increased blood pressure, common cold symptoms, urinary tract infection, and headache.
Take charge by talking to your doctor about your OAB symptoms and Myrbetriq. Find out if you can get your first prescription at no cost by visiting Myrbetriq.com.
Welcome to Drummond Island. Grab your axes, follow me. Whoa, 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 whoa. This changes everything, man.
Can't believe it.
A new episode of Fat Guys in the Woods, Sunday at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. today. Scattered thunderstorms. High 89. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, thunderstorms early. Low 74. Chance of rain 60%. Wednesday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 80%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tomorrow morning, it's getting hot. Summer-like temperatures invading the Midwest. Weeks ahead of season. Who will see temperatures 15 degrees above average? Wake Up with Al and AIM HQ, starting at 5, only on the Weather Channel.
Check out the severe storms that were rumbling through Pennsylvania as dark, stormy skies hovered over Reading last night, just northwest of Philadelphia. In nearby Topton and Mercetown, storms toppled trees and power poles, and penny-sized hail even was coming down. The state saw more than 24 storm reports from Reading to the New York border.
All right, it is 5:30 here on Weather Center Live. I'm Vivian Brown.
And I'm Jennifer Lopez, and it certainly has been a rainy, stormy couple of months across the country.
Oh, yes, it has been. And what a May it has been in the U.S. According to NOAA, turns out May 2015 was the wettest month on record.
Now, on average, the lower 48 states received 4.36 inches of rain, 3,600 inches of rain, nearly an inch and a half above average.
15 states had rain totals much above average. Colorado, Oklahoma, and Texas each had their wettest month on record. Check it out now. In the month of May, you talk about the previous record was set back in the late 20s, and that was only 4.28 inches, but over the entire U.S., 4.3 inches, 4.36 inches this month. Again, the month of May this year.
All right, well, let's get the latest now on what's happening with storm specialist Mike Bettis. He has a look at who could see more rain today.
And the possibility even of some severe storms later on today across portions of New England. So some storms really from, say, Buffalo all the way to the Atlantic coast. We're watching for some showers and definitely a rainy setup today. Here's a look at it. We've got a shortwave trough that's rolling through here with the embedded low in that jet stream flow, but a lot of warm, moist air riding up here, especially along that I-95 corridor. So everything is kind of working here for the possibility of storms, especially with just a little bit more heating today. Things can get a little bit more unstable and storms fire. There's our surface cold front. And so everything flowing into that front is going to create a little bit of lift in the atmosphere, and storms will build throughout the afternoon. Here's a look at what we've got going on right now. Some showers out there in northern New England, Maine. It's kind of a sloppy, cloudy day for us. Then generally the storm's focused mostly in New York right now. I'm mentioning what's happening on the New York Thruway from, say, Buffalo over to Syracuse, and then points eastbound there. We have some more showers for you. Things gradually begin to improve for you in Niagara Falls and Buffalo, but it's going to be another, say, half hour to 45 minutes before it does that. Head over to, say, the Syracuse area. You can see plenty of rain here and some stormy weather around Utica, Oneida. We take you to Oneida Lake. That's what it looks like. Probably not a lot of folks on the lake today. It's just kind of that day. Temperatures are in the upper 60s right now, a few degrees below average. We've picked up over a half inch of rain in around Syracuse and Oneida today. Here's a look down toward Binghamton and Scranton, off and on showers and storms for the remainder of the day. For Binghamton, storms could be there all the way through dinner time tonight. Temperatures stay cool, but finally later on this evening, storms should subside. Temperatures fall back down into the 50s. New York wouldn't be surprised if you get some showers and storms as well. Here's a look at the forecast for New York, and they could potentially around New York even be severe with large hail and wind. Temperature this afternoon right around 80 degrees with a brief opportunity for storms through the midday. And there's the large area highlighted in red. New England all the way back down through the Chesapeake Bay, watching for the storms today, Vivian. Something we keep a close eye on, and that slow-moving front, the culprit, may even stick around to bring some storms tomorrow as well.
And you know we will keep our eyes on it. Thanks very much, Mike. Well, let's talk more about the next round of storms as we head into the weekend even, because we're already looking ahead, and those storms could be really big as they develop across the heart of the country. Now, tomorrow, we've been talking about the next round of storms over the west central parts here of Nebraska. These storms even capable of producing tornadoes as the atmosphere, when we look at the winds in the mid and upper levels, are coming from a different direction. situation, and that is just giving us the overall indication that any thunderstorm that develops could have a little rotation with it. Here's why. You can see the jet stream pushing southward here and the upper air winds flowing right across parts of the southwest. Blanca's moisture, by the way, being pulled into the southwest. So that is some good news. We've been wanting and kind of hoping that some tropical moisture would feed into the region because we've had such a humongous drought over the southwest. All the while, though, the Gulf of Mexico moisture will be surging northward as well. So as disturbances come out of the Rockies and kind of ride along this stalled frontal boundary, it will be the focus of more showers and thunderstorms all along it as we go through the next couple of days. So we will continue to monitor, of course, the situation here. Now, you know, earlier today we told you about a family in Peoria, Illinois, counting their blessings after 15-year-old DeMarcus Jackson was swept away by fast-moving water in a creek. He was found Monday morning suffering from only minor cuts. DeMarcus and his mother, Latricia Sanders, spoke earlier to AMHQ about the ordeal.
His best friend's mom called me, telling me that he fell into a creek, and so of course I rushed right over there, and I was just scared and nervous. I really didn't know the extent of actually, you know, what was going on. And then that night I was just nervous, and you know, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat.
I can imagine.
Just thinking the worst, and then especially when I found out like where that creek could lead to, because he could have ended up in the Illinois River, and luckily he found something to hold on to, and he held on. Look,
Latricia, so, I got to tell you, that's a courageous young man. Does he have anything he'd like to say to people today? Maybe just a little bit of advice for anyone who's swimming out there in a group of these waters when some rain moves in?
Yes, he's right here.
Okay. Hey, DeMarcus, good morning. It's Sam. How are you, man? How are you feeling?
Good.
All right. Do you have any, I mean, let me just ask you this, rather than advice for other people, because sometimes we're all caught off guard. What was going through your mind when you're like scrambling for anything to hold on to? What was the thought that said, I'm just going to make it through this?
Just to myself, I was going to make it. I was going to die like this. I don't know. I told myself I'm not going to die like that. I'm going to make it through this.
Well, DeMarcus, you did, and we're so grateful, and I know your mom is grateful, and all your friends and family are around you today. It was a dangerous situation, young man, that you found yourself in, but we're glad you're okay. And to everyone else, when we tell you that there's heavy rain in the area, just, you know, not the right time to do the things that you normally do in your community. DeMarcus, Latricia, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning and sharing your story.
And what an amazing story of survival it is. Now we want to focus our attention to the west and go out into Phoenix, where the skies are overcast. We've had some rain go into Arizona as well as up towards the Four Corners. That moisture is from what was Blanca, a tropical system out in the Pacific. It's bringing some showers up to this area. We desperately need the rain here, but typically during the month of June, we just don't have a lot of active weather. This is one of our driest months, where we only see about 0.2 of an inch in the city of Tucson. But so far today, we've already picked up less than 1/4 of an inch of rain, and we could see a few more showers in southeastern Arizona as we go through the afternoon. The water vapor shows those gray skies, those gray conditions, that moisture moving up into the Four Corners. Also, you can see a spin right off the California coast. That's an upper level feature which has brought Los Angeles some rain, and farther to the west out towards Santa Barbara, we've seen some showers. So scattered showers across this area, some of this in Phoenix and down towards Tucson. Very light for you, heavier stuff towards the west, out towards the Colorado River and into Blythe. But we're going to find a few more showers possible even as we get into the afternoon. This is a slow moving system, so it's going to be here for a few days and bring you those slight chances for showers as we work our way through the middle of the week. Again, the upper level low off the California coast, that's helping to pull that moisture from Blanca up towards you in Phoenix. And again, scattered showers for today and tomorrow. We'll have more on your forecast right after this, so stick around.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, thunderstorms early. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Wednesday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 80%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
You drop 40 grand on a new set of wheels, then wham, a minivan T-bones you. Guess what? Your insurance company will only give you $37,000 to replace it. Depreciation, they claim. How can my car depreciate before its first oil change, you ask? Maybe the better question is, why do you have that insurance company?
With Liberty Mutual New Car Replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Our oath isn't an empty gesture. It isn't sealed with a pinky swear. It's the heart and soul of Terminix Nation. The Terminix Ultimate Protection Guarantee. A promise to destroy every spider, every roach, every foul pest in your home. A promise that is ironclad. 100% satisfaction or your money back. We'll meet them head on with our battle cry. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminix.
I've got plans, and this is my baby right now. So it's just not the right time to get pregnant. That's why I chose Skyla. Skyla is the small, flexible IUD that prevents pregnancy for up to 3 years. So for me, there are no daily pills or monthly refills. I got my Skyla placed in just a few minutes at my OBGYN's office. And if I want to try to get pregnant, I can get it removed whenever I want.
If you have a pelvic infection, get infections easily, or have certain cancers, don't use Skyla. Less than 1% of users get a serious infection called PID. If you have persistent pelvic or stomach pain, or if Skyla comes out, tell your doctor. Skyla may attach or go through the uterus and cause other problems. Pregnancy while using Skyla is uncommon, but can be life-threatening and may result in loss of pregnancy or fertility. Ovarian cysts may occur, but usually disappear. Bleeding and spotting may increase in the first 3 to 6 months and remain irregular. Periods over time usually become shorter, lighter, or may stop. Skyla does not protect against HIV or STDs.
Talk to your OBGYN about making the move to Skyla.
Check with your insurance to find out if you can get Skyla at no cost.
This Father's Day, let's turn our hero into a superhero. Let's give him the power, consult with his sidekick, and equip him with all the super tools he needs, all on a mild-mannered budget, so he can spend some quality time back in his lair, then come out strong and save the day. Let's do this. Get special Father's Day savings like this Husky tool set for just $99. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
The FDA issued a public notice to doctors and patients concerning serious injuries caused by transvaginal mesh, bladder mesh, pelvic sling, and bladder sling. Please call now if you had one of these devices implanted in the last 5 years. You may be entitled to a cash award. If you had a transvaginal mesh, bladder mesh, pelvic sling, or bladder sling in the last 5 years,
please call 1-866-686-7952 now.
Now everyone who uses catheters can get a better catheter with Liberator Medical's free catheter sample pack. These new catheters are better than ever, easier to use, more convenient, comfortable, virtually pain-free. Don't wait. Call now and get your free catheter sample pack. There's the all-new compact catheter for women, pre-lubricated, no drips, no mess, fits in your purse. The self-lubricated catheter, it lubricates itself in the package, comfortable, no mess. The closed system catheter, pre-lubricated with its own collection bag, proven to reduce UTIs. The discreet pocket catheter, curved to fit in your pocket to go anywhere. The polished eyelet catheter for micro-smooth comfort, reduces friction and pain. Call now. We'll also bill Medicare and your insurance for you. Call for your free catheter sample pack with free shipping. Call Liberator Medical.
Call 1-800-601-3450. That's 1-800-601-3450.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. Now, locals call it May gray or June gloom, but what really causes those overcast mornings this time of year along the California coast?
Yeah, Sam Champion examines the marine layer in this edition of Brainstorm.
Those thick clouds along the coast all start with this. Currents in the Pacific Ocean that sweep down from the north. Most of the water off California comes from this northerly direction, and that cools these coastal tides. Even in June, the ocean temperature off Los Angeles averages just 65 degrees. That's nearly 15 degrees colder than the waters off South Carolina, which is at a comparable latitude. These cool coastal waters evaporate, and that releases moisture from the ocean surface into the air. And when that moisture mixes with the region's prevailing westerly winds, a marine layer and its thick clouds begin to form. They can often get trapped under a high-pressure system that commonly sits off the west coast of the U.S. during summer months. Now, this system consists of sinking air that compresses and warms, creating what's known as a temperature inversion. That's when the temperatures in the layers of the atmosphere deviate from normal and now actually get warmer with height. And because of that, clouds that form at the surface, or fog, well, they're unable to rise, leaving behind these persistent gray skies. And this layer of fog can be dense and over 3,000 feet high. That's thick enough to cover 4 Golden Gate bridges stacked on top of each other. These low-hanging clouds also block sunlight, and that's why the temperatures are so much colder until you get out of that fog layer. For example, in places like the Los Angeles Basin, the temperature difference between the coast and areas less than 15 miles inland out of the fog can be as much as 25 degrees. That's about the same as the difference between the average summer highs in New Orleans versus Anchorage, Alaska. And you've been Brainstorm. Sam Champion, the Weather Channel.
All right, in and out of the marine layer on the Southern California coast. But what about the rest of the nation and the 7-day forecast? Well, let's detail the latest, because today we're watching a couple of systems. The first one moving toward the eastern seaboard, the second one coming down out of Canada. And actually, we have another kind of an upper level low, the remnants of what was once hurricane, the hurricane out in the eastern Pacific. We've been following that one. It has moved on to the north and has weakened quite considerably, but some of the moisture from Blanca is moving northward into the southwest. Now, we think some of the energy from that, along with the system coming down out of Canada, will kind of set stage right in here, and that's going to increase the chances of some scattered showers and storms over the west to central parts of Nebraska tomorrow. All the while, the other system over the Midwest will move toward the western parts of New York and Pennsylvania, kicking off more showers and storms, we think, perhaps on tomorrow afternoon. But all eyes will definitely be focused right in this area, with a lot of the energy coming into the western high plains. So let's detail the latest on this one. On Thursday, it'll spread into Minneapolis and maybe Des Moines and even Chicago. More scattered showers and thunderstorms expected across the upper Midwest. And all the while now, we'll still have some residual moisture along the Gulf Coast and the southeastern states, looking at day in and day out of some scattered showers and storms as we approach the end of the week. Here's a look at Friday. Now, look how warm it's going to be along the eastern seaboard. 86 degrees in the New York City area in advance of the primary system that will be coming into the region. Saturday, we'll be watching much of the middle of the country, the Mississippi Valley into the northeast with the scattered showers and thunderstorms. That will be the case again on Sunday. So the middle of the country going through the weekend, we think, will get the bulk of the showers and storms. And notice how this system doesn't move much on Monday of next week either. Jennifer?
Well, up next here on Weather Center Live, we're watching a new tropical development that we want to tell you about. Plus, we're still tracking the remnants of Blanca. Meanwhile, it really did a number in southern portions of the Baja California with the strong winds and a lot of rain.
My feet felt so heavy at the end of the day.
They used to get really tired.
Until I started gelling.
I got Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles.
When they're in my shoes, my feet and legs feel less tired.
It's like walking on a wave.
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles.
I'm a believer.
Crest asked one friend to try Crest 3D White Strips and the other a whitening toothpaste. Here's what they thought.
You can have this back. The paste didn't seem to do much for me.
Thanks. Yours do look really white. The white strips made a huge difference. Well, that's not fair.
Most whitening toothpaste only removes surface stains, but Crest 3D White Strips safely remove stains beneath the enamel surface for dramatic results.
No wonder white strips whiten 25 times better than a leading whitening toothpaste. They worked. Yeah, they did. I think I need these.
Crest White Strips, the way to whiten.
Where you get your weather matters.
This is a large and dangerous tornado.
That's why we get real local the moment you need it.
We are live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Florida.
Real accurate.
This is round one of the severe storms that are coming through.
From real experts on the ground.
That is a gust front for you right there in Dusty, Texas. Wow.
Where you get your weather matters.
This is basically what makes the Weather Channel
Keep the Weather Channel on. Here at the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel is out in full force today. Only the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, thunderstorms early, low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Wednesday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon, high 87. Chance of rain 80%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts? This is a devastating blow I was not prepared for.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Amore.
Subito.
The all-new Fiat 500X crossover, featuring an available Uconnect system with a 6.5-inch touchscreen and available all-wheel drive. Well-rounded, has never looked so sharp.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. A government study reports thousands of workers have been diagnosed with asbestos-related mesothelioma. To compensate those affected, asbestos trusts have been established with $30 billion in initial funding. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. Act now. Call 1-800-950-MESO for a free consultation. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available. Then call us. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone.
So if you were me, what would you do next?
Start another business, build another website.
Hey, Heidi Highs, Heidi Lows, Heidi Weizen.
So 2014.
That's it.
With Wix, it's easy to create your own stunning website.
Heidi Whitey's.
You did this all by yourself?
Wanna try them on?
Go to Wix and create your site today.
Mom, what's a Best Buy?
What's a great product? It's what you buy if you're a smart shopper.
Then why are we buying Cascade instead of Finish?
Finish All-in-One Powerball rated at Best Buy 3 years in a row. Finish has more active ingredients than Cascade Gel. Its powerful formula tackles the toughest jobs for an amazing clean.
Smart.
Smart shoppers choose Best Buys. Smart shoppers choose Finish. Switch and see the difference.
What happens in your home when everyone is online at once? Does the internet ever slow down?
All the time. I'll be trying to play online and we'll have someone else streaming in the other room.
Well, Xfinity has the fastest and most reliable in-home Wi-Fi. Look how fast this show downloads.
Wow, this is fast.
And who else was on this network? You can see all the stuff they were downloading.
Wow, that's really cool.
Get even more of the speed you need with Xfinity Internet from Comcast. Upgrade to get speeds up to 50 megabits per second for just $10 more a month for 12 months. See for yourself. Call or go online today.
New episodes of Fat Guys in the Woods, Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
It is 50 past the hour and give you an update on Blanca. This is what the storm looked like when it rolled over Baja California on Monday down in Mexico. It was a tropical storm with winds up to 45 miles an hour. Brought a lot of those gusty winds in the area and also some heavy rain. The system is continuing to weaken as the remnants have actually pushed a little bit closer to home. So to tell us more about Blanca and what else is going on in the tropics, we go into the lab, and this is where we find Mike Bettis. And what are we looking at?
Yeah, well, we got some moisture here in the southwest, huh? So basically Blanca, basically coming in this direction. So all this moisture here definitely is from Blanca. You could make an argument that maybe a little piece of it came over here into Southern California, but this is more an embedded trough that's causing the issues for us in Southern California. But this is a weather rarity for us. We don't get this kind of weather this time of year.
And we've already been able to pick up 0.2 of an inch of rain over towards the Yuma area.
We've actually picked up even more.
Oh, good. It's continuing.
What's interesting is Yuma has never had measurable rain on June 9th before.
Well, now they
never
have.
in the recorded history of Yuma have they had rain on this day. So now they've got some. It's been just gloomy in LA and Newport Beach on your way up towards Santa Barbara. Not a fun day to be at the beach by any means. We usually don't do that in June anyways. It's June gloom. But there's Santa Monica. Wow. There's the pier. It's just, right? It's just messy. This is not what we think of when we think of Southern California, right? So there's the rain that's coming for us. Yuma, by the way, we now stand at 0.11. 11/100 of an inch in the rain gauge, which that's all fallen in 2 hours, which is good enough, by the way, for 4th wettest June on record.
It doesn't take much at all.
It came in 2 hours. Monsoon doesn't generally begin for another week or so out here in the southwest, and it goes through the summer. But this is early season for them for sure. And a little bit of that Blanca moisture will be responsible for some rain here across New Mexico as well. I don't think we're going to be dealing with big widespread flooding or anything like that. I think it's just going to be pockets of showers, and that's about it. So you take a look at the Blanca moisture here, and we can model where that goes. And I think it's a problem for us for maybe the next 24 hours plus, maybe the next 36 hours. Then most of that will be gone. You can see some remnant moisture still left by tomorrow evening. May even affect you if you're out here camping, maybe at the Grand Canyon doing some sightseeing there. Wouldn't rule out a brief shower in Vegas.
Oh, stray shower.
So maybe a stray shower there. For a place like Flagstaff, temperatures on the cooler side, not even hitting 70 degrees. But by Thursday, it is nothing but sunshine for us, back to what we're normally used to seeing. But we've got something behind that. Could be looking at our next named storm. We've got this area of invest right here. 90% chance, by the way, over the next 5 days that this becomes our next named storm. Look where the models are taking this. Right into the resort area near Acapulco here. Potentially has the possibility it could strengthen to a hurricane. Some of the models are indicating that. But Cabo San Lucas got spared by Blanca, just a glancing blow. Acapulco basically sits right in the middle of that cluster of models.
Big population, or a lot of people go there this time of year. All right, thank you so much. And of course, we'll check back with you in a few minutes. Now let's go back over to Vivian.
All right, thank you very much. Well, the heat is definitely on in California, but the water is off in several Bay Area city parks. Another tough decision amid the historic California drought. City fountains being shut off to help conserve water. But that means limited access for families to cool off. Marianne Favreau with KNTV has the story.
At Lincoln Glen Park in San Jose, kids who came to splash are collecting sticks instead. The city turned off the fountain because of the drought, something you'll find at every water feature in San Jose neighborhood parks. It's a similar story in Campbell. 2-year-old Miles loves water, but he'll no longer be able to run under the spray from this fountain at Jack Fisher Park. Again, because of the drought.
It's just kind of a bummer that we're in this situation, but I totally understand the need to conserve it where we can.
For kids, the drought now equals disappointment.
I just feel like, oh no, it turned off. I like playing with it. That's how I feel.
In downtown Los Gatos, it looks like a ghost town at this park. You'd usually find dozens of kids screaming, giggling, and running through the mini geysers. The town council voted to shut it off, even though it uses recycled water.
So the water feature recycles the water, so the water that's in the system stays in the system. But through evaporation, on a very hot day, it could use up to a couple of 100 gallons.
Public Works Director Matt Morley says the savings may not be huge, but the dry fountain at a prominent park sends a strong conservation message that every drop counts. So where can you go on a hot day with all the water play options drying up? Head to Plaza de Cesar Chavez Park in downtown San Jose. The fountain recirculates water and will be open all summer, but the hours have been cut 30%. Still, it's the only splash zone the city plans to keep running.
And while California deals with a drought, we're dealing with...
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, thunderstorms early. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Wednesday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 80%. Here's our 7-day outlook.